What's good, guys, and thank you for clicking on this video. I'm still going to be uploading Fresh and Fit compilation videos. I do enjoy making those videos, but as I was watching some Fresh and Fit videos, I came across this video. It's from Jubilee. They have this series called The Dilemma, where you have random people address a problem a random person might be having. And so I came across this video, and I wanted to highlight how crazy the woke culture is. If you say anything that goes against the agenda of particular groups, it never fails that they will try to cancel you and silence your voice. So I'm not going to spoil the video. Let's just get into this video. Y'all watch this.
I placed my daughter for adoption at 19. Should I tell her I'm her birth mom? Yes or no?
So right off the bat, you can see the dilemma is that this random woman placed her daughter up for adoption, and she wants to know, should she tell the daughter that she is her birth mom? And as the video progresses, you will see that they will reveal more information so that you can make a better decision.
I feel like there's so many factors that go into this. It's not a simple like yes or no.
I'm kind of in the middle because like if the child wants to reach out to know their birth mom, 100%.
I think that perhaps she should have a conversation with the parents first.
I see my 11-year-old daughter often, and she doesn't know I'm her birth mom.
Oh.
See, now that changes things, right? So some people off rip might be like, well, you should probably not tell the daughter that you're her birth mom, right? But now this woman is saying that she sees her routinely. So that kind of adds more to the dilemma, all right? So let's keep watching.
Does that change any of your minds?
So after hearing that she's 11 years old, I changed my mind because she's young. If she had been 18, and it'd be a different story. But
She's so young, and to like get thrown that information at 11, it could go negatively, positively, and I feel like
Think about 11, she's still innocent. She's still got that innocence in her. By the time she's 13, our periods, our boobs are coming, our minds are, we already got enough problems at 13, okay?
All right, so before we get into the next reveal, you should just see the discourse that's happening right now. It's very good. Like it's a little back and forth, some disagreements here and there, but everyone's sharing their own opinion, and you know, it's a good conversation so far. Let's continue.
If I reveal my identity, my birth daughter could possibly have a relationship with her half-brother, my 10-month-old.
Here you go, another big reveal, right? Basically, the adopted child has a half sibling, right? So that's a dilemma. Let's proceed.
At this point, does that change anyone's minds?
Being a parent, and I went through surrogacy, but possibly have gone through adoption before. And even when we were going through adoption, we were always like, yes, we're always going to tell this kid where they come from, who their parents are, so that we can be open and communication.
Right.
But that was our decision in the process being a parent.
I moved because I'm personally adopted, and I don't know how I would feel knowing that my birth mom was in my life for so long and knowing I was adopted and just like having all those questions and just not getting the answers and my mom lying to me. So I just feel like if you're open and honest now, it's better.
I think what keeps me here, I like what a lot of you guys are saying and what we're saying too. This needs to include the parents, because the child could also have other brothers and sisters in the child's new family.
I specifically chose a gay couple, so she has 2 dads, with the intention of not having the issue of the mother later, because I knew I wanted to be in her life. I have gotten
Another big reveal. And for me personally, I feel like as an adopted kid being raised by 2 gay parents, Obviously, the kid's gonna be like, okay, something's missing here. Obviously, I have a mother somewhere. So she's gonna inevitably ask questions. So that that's just my opinion on it. But that's now it's about to get a little crazy.
Permission from them multiple times and was given that as like one of the criterias of the adoption. And I am treading extremely lightly around them, and they just continue to choose to not tell her.
I think naturally she's gonna have questions about her mom. She's getting to the age where like she's gonna hit puberty and be like, oh, you guys don't know about periods. How do I do this? What female?
I don't think you should say that. That's problematic. You can't
okay,
say just because they're two gay guys that they don't know.
Wait a second. Now, why can't she say that? How is that unreasonable? What is unreasonable about what she just said? It doesn't matter how much research you do or anything like that. A man can never relate to a woman on that level when it comes to like personal, private stuff. It doesn't matter. And I don't see how how is that a bad thing to say? It doesn't make any sense to me.
They won't be able to, be able to tell her how to take care of herself.
That's
pretty
true.
Sure that
I meant like the way like
I would hope so.
Like putting in a tampon, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's what they signed up for, to
That's
have
true.
a little girl,
You know
is to
what?
show her how to take care of herself.
I'm for you. I plan to have kids myself too, and I'm not going to lie to them. You know, two guys, we can't make a child, so I'm going to say like there is a woman that is your mom.
I'm gay and I have a
So let's just go back to what that guy just said. Completely reasonable. Exactly what I just said. The kid is going to grow up through school with friends, seeing that there's two parents of different sexes, right? And she's going to say like, oh, well, maybe that makes sense. Maybe I have a mom out there. She's going to naturally ask questions, right? Was it petty on the mom's part to set him up with two gay guys? I mean, hey, it is what it is. No matter what, though, you can't hide from the truth. That kid is going to find out the truth no matter what. So, and now this guy right here that's about to start speaking, okay, let's just listen.
husband and I have two daughters. Our two girls know everything. We've told them everything. They know everything. I don't know the reason why they're not telling her. All I know is that as a gay man who has two daughters and who are constantly, having comments like that come to us like, oh, what are you going to do when they turn 13 because, you don't know, you're not a woman, you don't know these things. I have many strong women in our lives, like my husband and I and we're going to lean on them when that happens. But for that 11-year-old to be approached by you and say, I'm your mom, in her eyes, yes, that would be fantastic. But those two guys are now going to be looked at as someone that this little girl cannot trust anymore. And that's what.
So let's backtrack here, okay? He's a gay guy and has a gay husband, or not a gay husband, has a husband, and they have two girls. And then he's like, well, we have plenty of women that can, take care of these things and answer questions and all that's okay, that's great. That's great for you. But who's that really, who are you really looking out for? Yourself or the kid? Because it doesn't matter if there's girls that's going to be helping her and answering questions for her. Give her the one answer to the question that she's going to ask, and that's, who is my mom? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Who are you really hurting? As a parent, shouldn't your best interest be for the child? Shouldn't your best interest be for the child? If anything, this person right here is really just saving himself, right? He's just looking out for his own feelings, right? Because like the other guy said, there's no way that he can relate to a woman or a child in that way than a woman can, right? This guy right here is just completely putting his feelings in front of, what's best for the child. And this, in his case, his two daughters. He's putting his feelings before hers. What kind of parent would do that?
Quick question for you. I just want to ask more clarity as someone who doesn't have that perspective. Why do you think the child would lose trust potentially in the parents?
This huge thing that will impact this little 11-year-old girl's life doesn't come from her two dads.
Okay.
And will come from you. And I'm sure you're a wonderful person. You have all the great intent in the world, but I think that needs to be made by the two dads.
And here's what's crazy about this. This black chick right here, she just went over to the other side. Like, his little soliloquy, because in the beginning, he was kind of shaming her. Like, oh, as a gay couple, we have to deal with this type of rhetoric and this type of talk all the time. Pretty much, discounting her perspective, which, by the way, she is in that same predicament. She had adopted parents, and she said she asked questions, and she kind of resented them. So she, more or less, can probably relate way more to that adopted child. You see what I'm saying? But his little soliloquy has made her flip, right? And personally, I think it's to save face. I think she's trying to save face because obviously this guy is sweet and he's gay, right? And you do not want the LGBTQA blah 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 coming at you. And now she's switching sides.
I do think she should be told, but I think she should be told by her parents. If I were to put myself in your daughter's positions, because I also am adopted, if my birth mom came to me and was like, I'm your mother, and my parents knew and didn't tell me first, that's where I feel like the distrust would come from.
Now, in my humble opinion, I think that the gay parents, the gay couple, is being a little petty. And again, I think they're probably thinking like the other gay guy in the blue shirt. They're putting their feelings before the child. The kid's 11. She's probably already seen, heterosexual parents at school. She's not stupid. Let's not pretend that 11-year-old is like, what, 5th, 6th grade? Come on. Biology, they know biology at that time. They know that it takes a man and a woman to make a kid. So I think that the gay parents are just being kind of petty. And I think they're kind of acting like how the guy in the blue was pretty much saying. Like, they're putting their feelings before the kid, which doesn't help the kid. And I think in the future, it's just going to make the kid resent you.
Made your decision?
Yes.
That was that video, and I have my opinions. I'm curious what y'all opinions were, but this chick, as I said, she was about to get canceled, and here's the proof. She actually called in to Abba and Preach's show on their little channel that they have. So I'm gonna play you guys a clip of what happened so y'all can see that they actually tried to cancel this woman.
Hey guys, we're getting a call right now. Let's listen. Okay, so as an adopted child, if you got two scenarios, you just tell us what you think would be worse or better, all right? Are your parents white?
Oh, yeah, my parents are white.
If your okay, this is a question. If your parents had been black, do you think you would have needed to know early?
Definitely. I was told, I don't even remember being told. Also, it's like my parents are white, I'm black, so there's that.
You already know. Nobody needs to tell you. You already know you're adopted.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say you have white parents and they tell you you're adopted, but they don't say who adopted you. What would that be like for you?
Nah, that's a red flag.
Young girl, both of you guys know that your parents aren't like your biological parents. So whether they tell the person or not, like the kid already knows. So I feel like withholding who that is, isn't that like pretty harmful to some degree?
100%.
Okay.
110%.
I appreciate you calling in. It was really good for the perspective, so thank you.
Of course. Tell him not to cancel me.
All right, we will.
Yeah, because you problematic.
Yeah. We coming for you. Yo.
Yo, no, but, my mom. That was, yeah, I feel like you kind of shut down after that shit.
I was like, yo, let me shut up because, like, what if I'm talking crazy right now? And then I was
she completely flip-flopped sides when they started coming at her ass. It's crazy how much the cancel culture influences people's opinion, which I think that's what they are trying to do. By canceling people, they just try to influence your opinion. And if it's not the opinion of the agenda, then yeah, you're going to get canceled. And so she caught on to that, and she caught on to that, and she flip-flopped super quick. So yeah, that's the end of the video. It's just crazy how much how cancel culture can really like affect society, man. Like what's really gonna happen to that girl for sharing her valid opinion? It was a valid opinion. So I don't know. Anyway, so I appreciate y'all for watching this video. I kind of want to start doing more reactions like this, but I'm also still gonna do the Fresh and Fit compilations, like I said earlier, because I do enjoy watching that show. So I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Peace.